Good morning, students. So in our last class, we discussed some examples, isn't it? So I hope all of you understood how to solve a second derivative question, isn't it? So with the help of second derivative method, how can we solve a maximum minimum? In our last class we discussed. So here today we discuss about the first derivative method. So that means here today here we discuss the absolute maximum and absolute minimum. So how can we find out the absolute maximum and absolute minimum? We have to discuss here. For that, first of all, how can we identify when a question given to us, we have to apply here absolute maximum or absolute minimum. Generally in absolute maximum and absolute minimum, the question is directly given, find out the maximum, absolute maximum or absolute minimum. So here one more technique is there to identify when a question given to us with this question. That means when a function given to us with this function, always a close interval given. If close interval given, then easily we can identify with the help of this close interval. We have to find out the absolute maximum and absolute minimum. We have to apply there. Is it clear? So for that reason here, if you see one example from this absolute maximum and absolute minima, and a question is given like in this way, find the absolute maximum and absolute minimum values of a function f given by fx equals to 2x cubed minus 15x4 plus 36x plus 1. So on the interval 1, 5. That means here I think this question one more time we discuss. So now if you see the question here one more time, fx equal to 2x cubed minus 15x square plus 36 plus 1. So that means this one is a function, and with this function the interval is given 1, 5. So now here we have to find out the absolute maximum and absolute minimum. So now let's see here how can we solve this one. At first we have to write down the function here, whatever the function given, and here the function is given. So first of all here you have to write given. So given this one you have to write fx. So fx equals to, this one is given, the function is 2x cubed minus 15x square. So the function is here, we have to write 2x cubed minus of 15x square, then plus of 36x plus 1, plus of this one is 36x plus of 1, and the interval is given 1 to 5. Close interval 1 to 5, isn't it? So first of all the function is this one, 2x cubed minus 15x square plus 36x plus 1. This one is the interval function here, and the interval is from 1 to 5, close interval. So all of you know what you have to do. First of all we have to differentiate this function. So that's why if you differentiate this one, therefore if you differentiate this one, f dash of x, so f dash of x, here you see 2x cubed, 2 constant term, ddx of x cube equal to what? 3x square. So that's why 3 2s are 6. So that's why simply here we write 6x square. Is it clear? Minus of this one is 15 constant term, come outside, then ddx of x square means twice x, so 2 into 15, 30. So that's why here we have to write here 30x. Plus of this one is 36. 36 is the constant term, ddx of x 1, and ultimately ddx of 1 constant term equals to 0. All of you understood this one? So now after finding the first derivative here, f dash of x we get here. Now what you have to do? We have to write here, now this one is a fixed rule, f dash of x equals to, we have to write 0. So f dash of x equals to 0 we have to write. So in place of this f dash of x we have to put this value now here. So that's why if you put here 6x square minus of 30x plus of this one is 36 equals to 0, isn't it? So now from here what is common? 6 is common, and easily we can cancel here. So that means here remain x square, this one is 5x, and this one is 6 equals to 0 we get here. Is it clear? 6 x square minus 5x plus 6. Okay, now if we factorize this one, so if you factorize this one we are right here, x square minus thrice x minus of twice x plus of 6 by middle term splitting method. If you see here 3 to the 6, 3 plus to 5 here, isn't it? So from the first two, what is common? X is common, so here remain x minus 3. Minus 2, from the second part minus 2 common, so here remain x minus of 3. equals to 0. Now if you see from these two, what is common? X minus 3 is common. So if we take x minus 3 common, so here remain this one is x minus 2 equals to 0. Is it clear? So from here what we can say, either x minus 3 equal to 0 or x minus 2 equals to 0, isn't it? So that's why here we have to write either x minus 3 equals to 0, or the second one we write here x minus 2 equals to 0, and from here we can write x equals to 3, and from here we write here x equals to 2. Now these two are the critical point. So one thing you see here, the critical points are we get 3 and 2, and in this case, in this function, the interval is given, the interval, close interval is given here, close interval is given from close interval is given from 1 to 5, isn't it? So when we have to find out the critical points are always we get in between the given interval. Is it clear? So here the interval is 1 and 5 close interval. So now here you see the critical points are we get here 3 and 2. That means 3 and 2 are in between 1 and 5. So that means our critical points are here correct. So now here 3, 2, 1, 5. That means here in this case, these two are the critical points and these two are the end points, because this one is close interval. So when we have to find out the absolute maximum and absolute minimum, in this case what you have to find out, we have to take the critical point as well as we have to take the end points of the interval also, because it is close interval. So that means here x equal to 3 we have to put, and when we take x equal to 3 we have to put on the given function. That means this fx, x equal to 3 we have to put, as well as we have to put x equal to 2 here in fx, and with this we have to put here x equal to 1 also, the end points, as well as we have to put the x equal to 5 also. And when we put 3, 2, 1, 5, and then from there we have to find out the maximum value as well as the minimum value. Is it clear? So now here if you see the critical points are we get x equal to 3, x equal to 2, as well as the interval here given, the close interval is 1 and 5, isn't it? So in this case what you have to do, the critical points are we have to put here in the given function, as well as we have to put the end point also. And after that we have to calculate, and let's check out what is the maximum here or minimum value. For that reason, first of all, if you put the first one is, so first one is here we write, so when x equals to 1, so when we put x equals to 1, so the given function is this one, so that's why here we have to write f of 1. F of 1 equals to this one, we write 2 into 1 cube minus of this one we write here 15 into 1 square plus of 36 into 1 plus of 1, isn't it? So if you calculate this one, from here we get the answer is 24. Is it clear? Similarly, if you put the another value here x equal to 2, so here when the second one you put x equals to 2, so when we put x equals to 2, f of 2, here we write this one is f of 2, and in this case if you see here 2 into 2 cube, so that's why here we write 2 into 2 cube minus of this one we write here 15 into 2 square plus of this one we write here 36 into 2 plus of 1. If you see, if I repeat one more time, 2 into 2 cube minus 15 into 2 square plus of 36 into 2 plus of 1, isn't it? And now if you calculate this one, in this case we get here 29. Similarly, the third one, when x equals to 3 we put, so f of 3, so f of 3 means here we have to write this one is 2 into 3 cube minus of this one we write here 15 into 3 square plus of this one we write 36 into 3 plus of 1. So 2 into 2 cube minus 15 into 3 square plus 36 into 3 plus of 1, and in this case we get the result here 28. Is it clear? And finally the last end point here, which one is 5. So if you put 5 here, x equal to 5, so x equal to 5, in this case we have to write here f of 5, and here we write this one is 2 into 5 cube minus of 15 into 5 square plus of 36 into 5 plus of 1, and in this case if you calculate the result we get here 56. Is it clear? So now here when we put 1, then the answer we get 24, then the second one is 29, 28 and 56. So these are the values here we get. 2 and 3 are the critical point, 1 and 5 are the end points. So now from here, if anyone asks you what is the maximum value, so if you see here the maximum value is what? 56. That means our answer is what? The maximum value is 56. At which point? At which point? Point is x equal to 5. And which one is the minimum value? Minimum value is 24. At which point? The critical point is x equal to 1. Is it clear? So I hope all of you understood this one. So in this way actually we have to solve absolute maximum and absolute minimum. Is it clear? Okay. Thank you.